far. But tonight, two teams that have had very different starts to the year match up in College Park. It's the Florida A&M Rattlers and the Maryland Terrapins facing off right here at Xfinity Center. Good evening, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us. Alongside Jack Bowman on schedule. Meanwhile, Maryland starting its year 2-0. It'll be Reese that wins the tip. Here comes Gillespie and the Terrapins. Maryland's gotten off to fast starts, and it's been due to this guy, Derek Queen, and he's going to draw the foul right away.
I like immediately getting Queen involved in the high screen.
22 points in the opener for Queen, just 8 on Friday, 80% from the charity stripe to start the year. And Queen's going to give Maryland an early 1-0 lead. And now here comes this Florida A&M squad getting outscored mightily so far to start the year. Only 59 points in the opener, giving up 102 to TCU. And right away, the backcourt violation. This Maryland defense has this Maryland head coach. 28 wins here at the Xfinity Center in 35 games. Now here's Juju Reese, double team, finds a wide open Gillespie from the corner. Can't get it to go, but a great board by Deshaun Harris-Smith. Came in a very highly touted recruit last year, the sophomore from Woodbridge, Virginia. He's gonna take a mid-range jumper, that can't go. Another offensive board for Derek Queen, who uses the left hook to give Maryland a 3-0 lead.
Just a huge size advantage there. Good job using that front shoulder to
Maryland. Very tight defense all the way around the key. That one's stolen away by Derek Queen. All the way up court to Selton Miguel, who gets the finish and one.
Maryland's defense has been impressive early.
And it's good. Now Gillespie looking for his first points. Averaging 14.5 so far over the first two. Gives it off to Reese, using that right shoulder and getting it to rattle home. And that's gonna result in a Florida A&M tie.
In the backcourt.
Suffocating, the right word for it, Jack. Gillespie's been the main guy causing both of those 10-second violations. What a find by Queen inside. Reese can't get the finish.
And that's an interesting way that, you know, there are some potential issues as Reese cashes in the first.
9 points, almost 8 boards a game over the first two. And he's got a 2-for-2 start.
That's a big boon.
Reese now 10 of 16 from the charity stripe to start the season. And again, this Maryland defense going full court press. This one stripped away by Deshaun Harris-Smith. Gillespie right back to DHS for 2.
I mean, A&M can't get the...
A 12-0 run to start this game for Maryland. A team that put up 58 in the first half on Friday. Miguel's gonna add 3 more. Unbelievable start for this Maryland squad. 15 straight over the first 3 minutes. And now Florida A&M trying to respond, get their first points of the ball game. Here's O'Neal, right back to Shirley. Inside, posting up against Queen, and there it is.
And that's what the Rattlers need to do.
A whole lot of that shot specifically throughout his 4 years here at Maryland. Here's Eaton. There it is. Eatman with his first points. One by Harris-Smith, one by Derek Queen, which we just showed. As Maryland holds on to this 11-point advantage into this second 4-minute segment of the first half. Some nifty moves inside by Jadarius Eatman as he's up to 6 points. That could be something to watch for Florida A&M. That success down low as Rodney Rice checks in and immediately gets a bucket. Why not?
And see, that's the type of shot that he was hitting in the ass.
Once again for Rodney Rice, the transfer from Virginia Tech, 28 points in Friday's win over Mount St. Mary's. What a ball, what a finish. Lewis with the assist, Shirley with the tray.
And Florida A&M.
A 9-2 Florida A&M run over the last 3 minutes and change. Rattlers trying to get into double digits. Here's Eatman on Queen inside Shirley against Gapari. Trying to get the foul, and he will.
That's a really great job.
He'll sink the first as the Rattlers get up to 10 points, and Kevin Willard makes a ton of changes, 3 of them.
They're going to have to sub more than maybe they've been used to in the past.
Second one off the front of the rim.
Something that's been impressive early from Florida A&M, despite the size disadvantage, they've been rebounding well, only behind by 1 in that rebound battle against a much taller Maryland team.
Here's Jermaine Charles, seeing his first action, posting up on Reese and getting it to fall. How about Florida A&M, 12-2 run?
They just settled down. They played with pace, and they look a lot better than they did to start, obviously.
Whole new ball game here in College Park. This Maryland offense has gone radio silent. Reese trying to change that. Physicality on the inside, and it's Reese winning the battle. Good. And Miguel just 8 points so far of the 19. Gillespie 0 for 1, only taking the one shot. Sultan Miguel 6 points, including the lone three-pointer for Maryland, as Florida A&M continues this run.
And they just have calmed down so much. The poise that they're playing with right now is impressive.
Gillespie with the fast break. Reese with the slam.
Good follow there from Reese. Again, just doing a good job cleaning up on the back end here from Maryland. He's been focused on the boards and loose.
That tip will keep it in Maryland possession. Derek Queen setting up a play. Quick pass inside to Harris Smith. The whistle blows before he can make the basket.
It's interesting. It feels like their best option right now in terms.
The first one no good on the 1-and-1. Down to just 3 to shoot. Chapman's got to put it up. It's no good. Surprise, surprise. As Harris Smith quickly the other way. That's a blocking foul on Florida A&M. Harris Smith will go to the line. Also with 3 boards. And can't get the second one though. Keep fresh legs and get whatever spark they can offensively. Quick find inside. Beautiful play set up by the first half. Miguel swings to Rice. The wing 3. No good. But there is Juju Reese. Tucks it in. Swim move. The bucket.
Really nice patience there from Reese as you saw the hands go up all around.
Of Gillespie. Time dwindling down in this first half. The 4-minute mark. As Maryland looks for another bucket. It's Gillespie going to take the 3 and he hits it. Gillespie with his first point. Time running out on that shot clock. The 3 from Young is no good. He's been held scoreless. That's just the first shot for the team's leader in points over the first 2 games. Now Rice through contact and in.
Really nice drive there from Rice. A little bit of patience on the cross. Found that floater. Looked like an and one.
Young going to do it again. There's the response. Just the second 3 of the ball game for the Rattler. Julian Reese, you throw a block in there as well.
And this is the type of game that lends itself to him having a big impact. I mean, it's been slow. It's been grinded out. It's been on the boards and it's been in the post. That's big for him.
Trying to add more. Keir O'Neal, he's at 3 personals. The redshirt junior, the transfer. That's something to monitor on the Rattler side.
Reese 4 for 4 from the line.
Down to get that one. Fighting for possessions in the final minutes of the first half. Now Gillespie, the floater. What a moment right there for number 0. The steal and the score.
Really nice patience there. He got
a couple more possessions in this first half. Florida A&M trying to get past 20 points in the opening 20. Lewis over to Hendricks. On the right side, O'Neal with 3 fouls, but still fighting through contact to get the bucket.
Really nice Euro step into the lane to the right-handed floater. A beautiful move.
Miguel had a wide open 3, decides to go inside of the baseline, and why not? He gets the floater and 1.
That's Sultan Miguel's second and 1.
4 boards as well for the son of Shaquille. A&M likely the last possession of the frame for them. What will they do with it? Washington to the wing for Chapman.
Florida A&M's got Palmer stuck down in the post.
Bit of a mismatch, and another steal for the Terps. Maryland will go quickly with no shot clock. They get the 2-pointer with Gillespie.
Nice inside hand finish there. Got the defense off balance. The beautiful transition bucket.
So now will be the Rattlers to hold for the final shot. Will it be Lewis or somebody else? About 5 seconds. Lewis. Just 2 points. Is this one stolen away? It's the travel.
You can put that one on Maryland's on-ball defense.
Miguel, the prayer, well short. But what an interesting first half, Jack. 40-21 heading into the break. We're left side to Sultan Miguel, right back to Harris Smith. The ball movement evident for Maryland on this opening possession of the second half. It goes to the corner for Harris Smith, the reverse layup, and the foul. High arcing shot. First one goes.
But going forward, struggled a little bit from the field last year. Him developing into at least
get their first points of the second half. Lewis thought about a three, sends it over to Matthews, top of the key. The bank is closed. A little too late after hours for that. Gillespie hits nothing but net on the other end.
In rhythm, you love the looks. Maryland just switches so well that there's still always a hand.
Harris Smith, Therese.
Just wide open there. I mean, a really good roll there, good recognition from Harris Smith to find Reese. A really good job from Reese there, just recognizing the paint was wide open pressure on this Florida A&M team.
The second foul on Tyler Shirley, the senior. Miguel looking to add to already an impressive day, and he does.
Love that again, just like Jacoby Gillespie did just a minute ago. Selton Miguel punted.
Now Sterling Young with it. Left wing driving in on Gillespie. Open in the corner is Shirley, and it's good.
You saw Young, Florida A&M's open threes. They just look so good.
Reese had an easy one earlier in the half. Now back to Shirley, looking to fight against Reese. It's Charles coming up with the offensive rebound. There's Gillespie again, yet another steal, and he finishes it off. Are you kidding me, Jacoby Gillespie?
And the athleticism from the transfer, getting out in transition and throwing it down.
On the other end, the whistle against Geronimo. But we've got to go back and take a look at that unbelievable play by Jacoby Gillespie.
You see, I mean, just full extension, getting in the passing lane, getting out in transition. Didn't look like he had the runway, but get up.
That's the exciting play that the Xfinity Center crowd has been waiting for.
Like the point guard, doing it himself.
Maryland's had a lot of luck with the point guards in recent memory. Jameer Young, Fats Russell.
I was gonna say big shoes to fill for Gillespie transferring in.
Anthony Cowan right before that. And Rodney Rice, another new face.
Up and down the roster, especially when it comes to spacing, is gonna be so important.
So pure for Rodney Rice, who's 3 of 6 from the field tonight. Gillespie tries to add another 3, can't do it. Reese for 2.
Big man to big man there. Queen got the hand on the rebound, tipped it. Reese collected it and cashed in.
Here's Coffey, yet another turnover by the Rattlers. Miguel quick the other way, Queen the lay-in.
That just came from slowing down and trusting, each other, passing the ball more. They've been trying to go one-on-one again, and against this Maryland defense, that's just not going to work.
Queen, Rice, 3. Too easy for Maryland. To begin this half, 15-0 run once again to begin the first half. It's been those 3 stretches for Maryland that have lifted this to a 39-point lead with 13 to go.
And
there's Shakir O'Neal. Before it could go, Queen took it away, but 15 Marquette right here at Xfinity Center on Friday night.
It's hard to overstate how it'll be interesting.
And there's a ton of tests down the lines. A tough second half so far for the Rattlers. After what was a back and forth first half, where Florida A&M had it as close as 6 points. And there's a nice bucket inside for Tyler Shirley.
Good job.
He's up to 10 points.
Good job from Shirley there. Initiated the bump, waited until Queen's hands came down, quickly got off the glass. Nice little shot there.
Shirley, the leading scorer with 10. The next is Eatman with 6. And there's a quick whistle on the near at the line. Was fouled on the other side of the break by Milton Matt. Shirley, the leading scorer for Florida A&M in this one, as Rice misses both. That's back in for Maryland. Also see Malachi Palmer, number 7. Some young new faces on the floor for the Terps right now. O'Neal's pass inside, looking for Matthews. Finally finds the hands of Jermaine. 6 of the last 8 field goal attempts. Rodney Rice is also starting to get hot from beyond the arc. Not as much right now. Missed the last 2 from beyond the arc as Queen gets the tough bucket and the foul. In the 1995 NCAA tournament, Queen adds 8 more points on
him being a one and done. I mean, he boosted his national profile immediately upon arriving to College Park.
He's also the second player in college basketball history to post a 2020 in his collegiate debut. There's a nice and one on the other end for Milton Matthews.
And it's got to be a special moment to play just down the road, you know, from where you grew up.
Homecoming for Query, for Matthews as well. A couple other homecomings as Queen goes all the way home.
Coast to coast. I mean, what a weapon there. Queen at
speed, who's nicknamed the cheat code, can't make that triple. Wide open on the other end for the layup, but no good for Trey Lewis. O'Neal hits the ground hard. He's banged up on the other end as Gapari fights through 3 to get 2. Lewis inside of Burnside. 9-minute mark in this ball game. What a half it's been for the Terps. Matthews off balance, triple.
Nice job there. Free from Queen. Got him up in the air, able to land, have the body control to immediately turn around with the opposite hand and affect that shot.
Another triple. It's Hendricks, his first points tonight. As Florida A&M continues to get everybody involved. We talked at the beginning of the game, Jack, but 9 different starters in just the first 2 games. There was a whole new lineup out there today, and we've continued to see that rotation.
Yeah, they're just trying to figure it out right now, figure out what works as Queen works inside and draws the foul. When you have a new team, and that was such a good UCLA team that year, just so talented top to bottom.
Once again, his 3rd collegiate game. Your squad, in addition to the 7 new guys, all contributing to this fantastic start to the season. O'Neal swings it out. It's Young with the takeaway. Behind the back, tries to do it again, but it's taken away by Hendricks. 2 defensive rebounds for the graduate guard out of Dallas, Texas. He's got CF, where he started 33 of 34 games. He's going to go 1 for 2.
It is interesting how much the transfer portal has changed college sports. I mean, this Maryland team, a perfect example when you look at a lot of the contributors that they're looking towards in the rest of their schedule. So many of them coming over from other schools.
And that reigns true even more for Florida A&M with 9 transfers. But one of those is Milton Matthews. He's got another 3 to his name. Florida A&M continuing to make this one exciting. They are not going down without a fight. Continuing to take those aggressive shots from beyond the arc. Matthews has been a part of that as Reese adds on yet another. Reese, and he's 1 rebound away from a double-double. So they get to see the tall guy, Braden Pierce. 7 feet tall, 245 pounds. The redshirt freshman getting his first action tonight. Inside, O'Neal. We've seen that one before, haven't we? Now Maryland slowing things down on the other side. Fresh faces all across the court, excluding Stevens, who redshirted last year, takes the 3 from the wing and hits it. The sniper with his first 3 tonight.
There it is, generated space, pump fake, little sidestep. Just a beautiful move there from Chance Stevens.
And what a story. Spent his freshman year at Loyola Marymount, made 49 of his 52 attempts from beyond the arc. Has a knee injury last year during the offseason, forces him to miss the entire year as Hendricks hits on the other side in the winner of the season. Miguel looking to get the Terps past 80, shot wide a little bit to the left. You've gone back and forth. Florida A&M starting to get a little bit hotter. Now 4 of their last 4 from the field.
Physical left a little bit to the left.
So close to those first collegiate points for Braden Pierce. They'll have to wait another possession. Now down to 15 to shoot for Florida A&M. They don't get the true shot, but they get the foul called on Braden Pierce. Jadarius Eatman, the graduate forward, to the line for 2. He's been shooting 25% from the field, 30 tonight. But he's got those 9 points that now right in front of that Gary Williams logo. Williams in attendance last week for those 2 games. Matthews tries to get another on the baseline. Back to Young. Off the board, and the whistle again on the youngster Braden Pierce for Florida A&M.
Nate, a big one coming up.
And 0 for 2 goes Sterling Young.
Schedule.
Malachi Palmer, mismatch with the double team. Right back to Pierce, two of the younger players on this Maryland roster. 2 to shoot. Palmer, the 3. Still can't get that first one. And we have an off-ball whistle.
For Maryland.
That's right, Ryan. And here's another stat for you is the first season. For the first time in program history, that free throw missing puts it at
coming into the season knowing you were going to need that.
Stevens again from 3. Not quite. Palmer with the offensive rebound. He's been so good just finding the basketball tonight. He finds his teammate Braden Pierce, the lob, his first collegiate bucket.
Love it there with the jump stop for the big man to the right-handed hook shot.
What a moment for Braden Pierce. Didn't see any action last year. Part of that very good recruiting class a year ago, but personal, the 9th team foul. Florida A&M's been in the bonus for 40. Sotel at the top of the key wearing number 30.
And
always get a big roar when those two come in.
Gonna say
go. Over to Charles. Back to O'Neal. Remember that 30-point stat for Maryland. Looking for the first time in program history, they start a season with 3 straight 30-point wins, and there is a foul. This Young, no, on the first one. Stay to the very end of what will be Maryland's 3rd win of the season, and it's in and out. Right now, Maryland would have that 30-point number that they wanted coming in.
It's the last chance to get some cushion here, Nate.
Palmer looking for his first collegiate 3. Why not? Malachi Palmer, the true freshman from beyond the arc for the first time. And there is that cushion you alluded to, Jack. Let's see what A&M can do. The putback is good for Charles, but Maryland will likely roll things out now. This will be the first time in program history that Maryland will have 3 consecutive 30-point wins to start a season. 79-49 in the opener, 86-52 on Friday, and an 84-53 win tonight over Florida A&M.
And just dominant from front to back. It started with the defense forcing 22 Florida A&M turnovers, scoring 31 points off those turnovers. Maryland, as you expect them to do, going defense to offense.